Let's take a look how to use sequence looping and sequence splitting functions in audio-space Obius. Let's first create an empty sequence. Let's create a cinematic soundscape that has some rhythm and some ethnic percussion vibes to it. If you are not familiar how to edit sounds on a sequence, you should see Obius video 2 creating a sequence. When Obius is running, the internal clock is always running too. Sometimes it's helpful to listen to the metronome to get a better idea of the rhythm that you are creating. Okay, enough is enough of this metronome. Okay, let's create a next empty sequence. You can activate and unactivate the sequences by touching them. The highlighted blue means that the sequence is now active, and the more darker blue means that the sequence is not active and will not play on a keyboard. Let's add few more sounds onto this non-tempo percussive sequence. You can move any sound or change its volume by holding the grip button on your right-hand controller. Let's create the next sequence for our rhythmic loop. Now, let's loop this sequence. The loop buttons are located on the right side of the user interface, right next to the tempo slider. When you touch a loop button, the selected sequences will now loop. You can now go ahead and select other sequences to be played on a keyboard, as the previously selected sequence is looping in the background. You can select and unselect the sequences to give more options for your playing. Let's create one more sequence to be splitted on the keyboard. To assign a range for your sequence on the keyboard, or split it, press the A button on the right-hand controller and then just paint the keys that you don't want to be played. Okay, time to hear everything together.